They leave that spread, and now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no different. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, them make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick brick I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-away girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On the double. Lawrence going to put it up right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action with Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. will take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence rolling to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Has some strong running there as he's down. The 20 on the edge of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll go again with ETN. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already on their first drive?
it's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Hey, report! Report!
On third down, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
On 2nd and 15 now, Jackson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Lawrence will throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 23. He got 29 yards that time. Etienne up the middle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. 7-7, our score after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now ETN to start the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Complete to Jones. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. He's at the 30. 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Straight ahead, ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Jones has it. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Up and good for Santoso. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. On first down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. Now Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Gardner. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chad Muma brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And some room to roam now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's a give to Etienne. And some room to work. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 17. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be intercepted. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Jackson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A handoff for Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
But they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Horn.
And they will take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Baltimore, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I